Hey guys, welcome back to another day of kicking it with the Go Back Lounge. Today we're going to be featuring Cinderace VMAX. So let's go ahead and look at the little guy. We have two double color energy for flare, 50 damage. Nothing too big there. Most likely they will be single strike energy. So you're looking about 90 damage. Maybe if you're hitting for weakness 180, but there's not too many Pokemon out there that are currently weak to fire in the meta right now. And we're also looking at All Out Shot. It's a fire and 3 colorless, 210. During your next turn, this Pokemon can't attack. We're not really looking at using that attack, but it will happen from time to time. But the big guy we're looking at here is Cinderace VMAX. It's 1 fire and 3 colorless. It does 230 damage, and then your opponent's active Pokemon is now burned. During your next turn, this Pokemon can't attack. So we have ways to get around the Pokemon not being able to attack. We have switches. We have air balloons. A lot of people tell me, why would you want to play this deck? It's not super great. Truthfully, this guy hits for 230. It's a burn, so we're looking at 250 damage. He's actually only 20 damage less than actual Urshifu Single Strike VMAX. It does 270. This one does 250. But not to mention, if for some reason they can't retreat that Pokemon, it will take burn damage, and it will equal the amount of damage that it did. Now, it doesn't get through defenses, unlike the Urshifu deck. But it's still a really fun deck. It's very budget friendly. The deck itself is actually not that expensive. This card is massively cheaper than that. It's about $1.50 to $2 I've seen on my local. We are running 4 Houndours and 4 Houndooms. We gotta get those single strike energies out. And we're running 2 Crobats. We're running a lot of V Pokemon. It's not too big. Now, in this deck, I'm actually adding 4 Battle VIP Pass. I am a big fan of this card. And with a single strike deck, we're trying to bench as soon as possible. The more single strike energies we can get out there, the better we're going to be looking. We have 2 Evolutionary Essence, 4 Quick Ball. That's kind of a staple in every deck. We're going to run 3 switches, and these switches are going to help us after we attack with the Cinderace to be able to keep attacking if we're able to get all that damage out there. We have 4 Urns of Vitality. We're just running 3 Tower of Darkness. I'm not really too worried about Path to the Peak. Early game, it does hurt, but later game, I'm not really worried about that. I should already drop my Crobat. We're running 2 bosses. I want to run 3, but I want to try to go a little bit more consistency. 4 Marnies, 4 Professor's Research, 3 Air Balloons, 4 Single Strike Energies. And if you haven't seen Single Strike Energy before, this card could only be attached to a Single Strike Pokemon, so the only Pokemon we can't attach it to in this deck is going to be the Crobat. But as long as it's attached to a Pokemon that is single strike, it's a fighting and a dark energy, but it only provides 1 at a time. And your single strike Pokemon does 20 more damage. So if we put it on the Cinderace with the if we only have 1 fire energy and 3 of those are single strike energies, we're looking at 250, 270, 290 with the burn 310 damage. There's a lot of Pokemon that we can one shot out there with that. I think Mew VMAX has 310. It could be 320. But it's a pretty big hit. We're playing 2 Capture Energies. We have a lot of colorless in our attacks, so that way we can actually bring out additional Pokemon. We're trying to bench out as much as possible, as I was saying earlier. We do play 2 Heat Energies. This gives 20 more HP to our fire Pokemon that is attached to. So this is at 320. So we're going to be looking at 340 HP. Hopefully, we're probably only going to put 1, maybe max 2 on the Cinderace. But since we're damaging ourselves with the Houndoom, with the Single Strike Roar, every time we attach a single strike energy from our deck to the Pokemon, it does take 2 damage counter. That makes it so maybe we'll be able to keep some energies on, and it's less likely that we are going to be shot out. So this is a really fun deck. It's not a high competitive deck right now. Usually if there's nothing that you really hit for weakness, it's not going to be going out there winning some games, but I think this is a really fun deck. This is a deck that you can take down to your locals. Let's see if we can get some wins on it. Alright, we're going to be playing Cinderace V in standard format, of course. Let's see, we are in Versus the War, and if you haven't checked it out, check out our Inteleon VMAX video. We ran the Rapid Strike 1. I think we went on a 4-game winning streak at the end. I think I lost the first game, and I think I just kept winning after that, which was really, really good. And we were running the double gunner on it. Alright, so I lost the coin flip. We're hoping we go first. Maybe their deck that wants to go second. That is not the case here. We do have a bit. We are short on supporters, unfortunately, but let's go ahead and throw the Cinderace V out there. And we'll start off with this. We do have a Tower of Darkness. Oh, we do get a mulligan. That mulligan might put 1 into our hand. Hoping we get that VIP. Oh, and we are going to go... we have that. We are going to go against a Dragon Volt VMAX deck. That should be kind of annoying. That's actually a deck that my wife does play. That is a very technical, but we do have the potential to one-shot it. We are going to say yes to that. There is a VIP there. We are going to put down one more Houndour. Our goal is going to be to one-shot this if we possibly can. We're going to definitely put the pressure out there for it. We're going to definitely VIP pass here. And we're going to get one more Houndour and this Cinderace. But let's check to see what's in our deck. We do have 2 more Houndooms. Let me double check that real quick. We did prize 1 the single strike energy, so that's gonna severely hurt us. We need to make sure that this guy can't evolve. Sometimes this deck does break in the beginning, and you need to take advantage of that. Let's go ahead and put these guys down. We're gonna go ahead and attach energy here. It is a special, so it's probably a little easier for me to get off. I don't foresee me doing Crobat, but let's go ahead and I don't want a Marnie. I don't necessarily need to dig any more than that. He's probably got a lot of things in his hands that helps him control. We do have 2 Houndours. We do have 2 Houndooms in our deck. We can definitely... Let's not get greedy here. We're going to go ahead and say done. He's most likely going to have the fan to put that special energy back to the bottom of the deck. There goes the Evolutionary Essence. So... we're looking at a pretty rocky match here. Not being able to do that full 330 damage, there's a high chance that he's going to share off our damage. One prize single strike energy is making the difference on here. Looks like he's picking up a boss's order. He might be looking to attach and knock out a Houndour. Here goes Kabu. Kabu's very strong in this deck. Kabu's not really too strong of a card. But in this deck, it is quite powerful to be able to shuffle your cards back into your deck and draw 8. If you actually come down to our local Pokemon League, I'm sure you've actually seen me play this deck. Alright, so here comes the 60 swing, and if we hit him back, we are going to be taking a 12 damage counters. So we're going to see how we go off on that. So we're going to go definitely evolve here. We're going to evolve the other one. And yeah, we're getting a lot of Houndoom plays here. Let's go ahead and quick ball. We're going to go ahead and quick ball away the Professor's Research. I definitely want to Marnie him. That hand is looking really big and very scary. We could go with a Crobat here. Actually, we are going to go with a Crobat here. Let's go ahead and play it. Yeah, Path of the Peak is not out. Ooh, I should have actually single striked the Roar first. That actually turned out fine. So we're going to go ahead and attach here. Single strike Roar. We're going to attach one more. So we're already getting it off. So as you can see, this deck has some pretty good consistency. We did draw into a lot of Marnies there. Let's go ahead and Tower of Darkness. Let's see if we can find some more. We're not getting anything big right there. I don't want to draw into a Crobat right now. So we're going to go ahead and drop them. We're going to put one in our hand specifically to put on the bottom of our deck. That might be something that we need later. So let's go ahead and Marnie away that hand of his. I'm pretty sure he got a lot of useful things there. Let's go ahead and try to see if we can take that away. We do have the Air Balloon and the Retreat right here. If it does, now that puts us at 220 damage. Attacking it is going to be very dangerous next turn. We might get a double knockout on it, but we do have some decent resets in this deck. There's a good chance the burn might get the knockout for us. Here's hoping. Let's go ahead and Evolutionary Essence. Let's go ahead and get that other Houndoom. So as you can see, we got everything out right away. We got the energies out. If we did have the additional battle style energy and the single strike energy there, we would be getting the one shot here. That is not the case, but we are hitting for 290, and then he's going to take that burn damage. So that we'll put him at 310. And he keeps the burn. So if he does keep that burn, we can one shot it next turn. Issue is it's also going to knock us out as well. And there goes the Path to the Peak. Hopefully we brick them. I'm hoping that there goes a Pokegear. He's going to be definitely looking for a shell here. And he finds a Rose. So he did not get what he exactly wanted on that one. If he can't bench another one, he will die to the burn damage. I'm hoping he does it and we get this win. Because afterwards, it's very difficult to take this down. And there's the shell play. Now, let's see if he actually benches another Pokemon. If he does not, and he doesn't, tells he doesn't get the attack. That was a good game. Let me double check. We can't attack, so we're going to attach this Air Balloon here. We'll go ahead and retreat. We'll bring out the other one, and then let's go ahead and play that switch. And we're still hitting for the same amount of damage. VMAX Fireball. We're going to do another 210, and we get that burn damage, and there we go. He does take the burn off, but we do get the win, and there goes that single strike energy right there. Alright, first game looked out really, really great. We pulled out the combo very quickly. That VIP pass, as you can see, very, very good. Unfortunately, afterwards, it does kind of brick you up, but if you can get that start, I really feel myself that it's really, really worth it. So let's go ahead and try to see if we can get another game in. Hopefully it goes really, really well. That one was really nice. As you can see, we can hit hard even on those big old tank decks. That 20 damage right there from the burn made the difference for us. And we won the coin flip, and we definitely want to go first. Alright, let's see. We get a Houndour style single strike energy. We do have a quick ball, so we could go with a Crobat start. We have Tower of Darkness. I'm not really too worried about dropping that. We are going against an Inteleon deck with Old Cemetery and some water energies. I am a bit interested in what that's going to be. It's most likely Dragon Pulse. So we're going to see if we can take on a Dragon Pulse deck. Yes, we will take that extra card every time. We did get a fire energy, so that's really nice with Cinderace. Unfortunately here, we didn't get too much to work with. Let's go ahead and play our tower. Let's quick ball. Do I want to get rid of Marnie, or you know, let's go ahead and keep the money. There's a lot of resources in our hand. Oh, sorry. Let's get rid of professors. Let's see what we have here. So there's 3 VIPs in there, so one of them's prize, so that could hurt later. We have all our single strike energies in this game. I am a little tempted to want to go for Crobat, but that might not be the play here. We don't have too much to work with here, unfortunately, and we need to bench out. So we do have a Marnie in hand. We can add. We can attach a. We're gonna grab the Cinderace and see if we can top deck some more stuff. So we're gonna go ahead and play this here. I want to Tower of Darkness. Let's go ahead and get. Oh, all right. Maybe he was thinking that we were going off. I mean, there's still the possibility of that. But I'm gonna guess that he had the hand that maybe he just did not like. All right. Well, another win. We're on a 2-game winning streak, so we'll go ahead and we take those. We take those kind of wins. So let's see what we're looking at for our next opponent. Hopefully they don't do the early surrender, so that way we can show off the deck a little bit more. Alright, Erica's Bulbasaur. That's actually a pretty cool name. And they had a leaf coin. And we did lose the coin flip. Let's see if they're letting us go first, or are they a deck that wants to go first as well. And we are going second. Second's not my favorite one to go to. We had the VIP pass. Unfortunately, we do not have a basic Pokemon. And they did. Alright, done. We're going to give him 1 mulligan. Hopefully we don't do any more than that. I would hate to give my opponent a little extra on the side. Not a great hand. Not a great hand at all. Could be fixed by a supporter top deck. Unfortunately, we drew 2 bosses open, or so I'm really hoping it's not a professor. Maybe it's a Marnie. We do play 4 of each, so the chances of a top decking one is, I would say, it's decent. There's a decent chance of it. Now, just don't flip over a water deck and make this any harder than it needs to be. All right. We actually don't have a single strike card in our hand besides this Tower of Darkness, so there's not much extra we can actually get out of this stadium. And we are going against the Salazzle deck with the Butterfree. This deck is actually pretty cool. It's been featured by a lot of other streamers. He doesn't need to drop that. So let's go ahead and see if we can get something off of this. Let's go ahead and get rid of that. Oh, there we go. That's so much better. We definitely want to get 2 of these. What else do we have right now? We don't have too much else after that, which is unfortunate. I really don't want to leave the Cinderace out as well. That would be the best way to go about this. We're a little short of damage. I think we still double Houndour. We're gonna put this out. I am worried about the Salazzle evolving and hitting us, and I'm gonna guess that's gonna be their plan. We're gonna go ahead. We're gonna require him to do some resources. I'm willing to sacrifice one of these, and we're gonna go ahead and boss his order. I'm hoping I don't need to do any more than that. Maybe not the best play, but I do want to protect that Cinderace for right now. All right, there goes another Sobble drop. He most likely has a Drizzle in his hand. There goes the Twin Energy. Evolutionary Incense. Here comes Drizzle. There it is. And he needs to get the Caterpie, Metapod, and Butterfree in hand to pull off the combo. And with the Shady's Dealings engine in the deck, it's very possible to do that. Just one Drizzle drop is pretty big. There's a reason why that card's like $4 to $5. Even though I believe it's just an uncommon card. Let me double check that. Yeah, it's just an uncommon that came in Sword and Shield, but it's done so much for the format. But the whole Inteleon engine is just fantastic. You have your Rapid Strike that's going to give you more Sobbles, so that gives you more opportunities. If you're playing a Rapid Strike deck, you just get other Rapid Strike Pokemon with it as well. Drizzle is amazing, and then both of the Inteleons with the Shady's Dealings and the other one doing the sniping is real good. And we're at a pause right there. That's that was definitely unexpected. We still didn't get a great top deck here. That has 70 HP. We don't have a single strike energy to go ahead and go with that. So I do have a switch. We could boss his. I think that would be the way. We're gonna go ahead and boss his order. We're gonna play the switch. Single strike roar, and we're gonna hit this for 70 damage. We have the damage. All right, let's go ahead. That's gonna be our definite number way to do this. We're gonna pull that off. We're gonna go ahead and switch up with this one. Usually I don't end up putting something, and let's go ahead and get that Houndoom. All right, let's see what's in here. So we're definitely getting the Houndoom here. Yeah, we're gonna definitely be able to get our single strike energy here. So let's go ahead and attach. And let's go ahead and single strike roar. Go ahead and attach it here. And let's go ahead and flare for 70 damage for the knockout. So one of the biggest threats in the deck is currently out. We got a Cinderace V. If we're forced to, we can drop that with the Tower of Darkness. Now, is he going to be going with Inteleon? I could be wrong too. There might not be the Caterpie, Metapod, Butterfree combo in here as well. Oh, there it is right there. And I feel like he's going to be evolving out to Butterfree. Oh, there goes the Inteleon with the quick shooting. And he's most likely quick shooting this Cinderace. There it is. And I feel if he evolves into Butterfree, he's going to try to do some burn, poison, and confusion, I believe, are the 3 status effects that it gives. There goes another Drizzle. Most likely he's picking up a supporter card here. I would say he's either going to Marnie or Professor's Research. Oh, he went with a Bruno. I absolutely forgot that deck, since it is a single prize deck. That Bruno is pretty big in there. Here comes the Evolutionary Essence. He's most likely, yep, there goes the Butterfree. Here comes the Special Condition effects. Not too big of a deal, because we do have Air Balloon to escape any additional damage from it. So hopefully it's not too big. Hoping that we can top deck off of this. And we got a Twin Energy. That is 140 damage. This will probably hurt quite a bit. I really don't want to use Tower for that. Because 140 damage. It's a good thing that we actually have those extra. And heads. We did get rid of the burn. We are still confused. If we do attack with the confusion. We actually could go for the knockout, but let's go with Tower of Darkness. And we did get another Cinderace. Trying to think of the best way we can go about this. Well, we definitely still want a Houndoom. If we don't want to bring another Cinderace into this match. If we had drew in a switch, that would have been a better situation. Not the best situation. We could flip the confusion. There's still 2 in a deck. I think the best way we do is we save the Pokemon. And go ahead, Single Strike Roar. There should still be 2 in the deck. It's 90 damage. Go for it again. We're going to go ahead and retreat for free. And we got this Cinderace V. Protect him a bit in the back. He has to work a little bit harder to hit. And we're going to hit for 90. So we have a 2-shot on this Inteleon. But most likely this Inteleon is going to run away. It's unfortunate sometimes that we brick. He might have a scoop up to bring that entire Butterfree lineup back into his hand and to re-swing. And there's the scoop up net play, so we're going to see Poison, Burn, Confusion. He will run away with the Inteleon. And we're going to get smacked by... There goes all the status effects. Very cool, very cool. I actually really like special conditions in this game. Not as popular as they should be. But without drawing any supporters by boss's order, and this happens. Sometimes when you're playing a game, you're going to not draw super great. Sometimes you draw fantastic, like we did in our first game. Let's see what he pulls out for him. Still hoping for that top deck Marnie, top deck Professors. Crobat would be fantastic. There are 10 cards that we can draw. There's 34 cards left in our deck. Theoretically, some of the chances are still there. Ooh, that got us very close to being a knockout. There goes the knockout right there, and he's gonna be getting one more knockout. And this game is probably gonna be going to the Salazzle Butterfree deck. We're most likely getting one shot. Oh wait, I just noticed that he doesn't have the damage. And there goes the burn. And 190. And this is probably game, but we're gonna see what we could draw here. And we got the Marnie. Let's see if we get anything off the Marnie. Definitely not great, but we are going to try to work with it. Let's go ahead. Let's see, that has 60 HP left. So let's go ahead and Urn of Vitality. And let's shuffle in 2 of these back into the deck. We are going to attach here. And let's get a... We're going to try to Houndoom the rest of it. So let's get another Houndour. We are going to go ahead and use our Tower. Didn't get anything great right on there. Let's go Single Strike Roar one of these onto the Houndoom. So we're looking at 70 damage. We have a knockout here. They're just going to trade with each other. We're going to put this one on the other Houndoom. We're going for the 90 swings here. And we're only doing 70 here, but I mean, that's good enough. We got a knockout. Got rid of a very annoying Inteleon. And we got a research. Alright, so we're 2 prizes in. Very rough start. We have the opportunity to come back. We're hoping for him not to have anything additional going his way. There goes the scoop up net. And here comes the Butterfree. I want to say if he's pulling that one out, he has the Twin Energy in hand. And there it is. Poison, Burn, Confusion. Now, if he doesn't get a knockout here and he's just trying to stall us out a bit, we definitely do have the switch play. Here is the Level Ball. There goes a Sobble, so he's probably looking for some more draw support. Evolution Incense SSH, so here comes Salazzle. Does he have the Twin Energy for the knockout? We're evolving here. Rescue Carrier. You got Cinderace and then Salandit. And here's the Bruno. He should probably be picking up this Twin Energy, but it does happen sometimes. Sometimes you just don't get the card no matter how hard you dig. And it's taking a little bit of time. And we get away with it. So now we're hoping to do some damage to this. I don't really want to Marnie him, but we know he has that Drizzle in his hand. So Marnie might be the way to go here. Let's go ahead and see what we get here. And we got a Crobat. Definitely don't want that right now. Definitely don't want to drop the Crobat. It's going to be an easy knockoff for him. We're going to go with Marnie here. And yes, let's get rid of that hand. He has Drizzle on his hand. He can get basically anything he wants. We probably got him closer to what he really needs. Those were not the cards that we needed. I absolutely forgot that we were supposed to play the switch card as well. Let's go at Darkness Fang. Oh my goodness! I hit Darkness Fang and not Single Strike Roar to double check what we had. Unfortunately, that was a misplay on our side. I'm gonna go ahead and just concede that one. That definitely made it so we could not win the game, especially with doing 30 damage to ourselves. Unfortunate. You hate to see it. It does happen. Sometimes when you're playing online, you accidentally move past a few things. Alright, let's try to get one more game in here, and we might be able to call it for the Cinderace deck. I am actually very happy with it. Unfortunately, that last game we did have a bit of a brick. Alright, max 11-0. Alright, he gets to call the coin flip. Let's see, that means it's him, and we lost the coin flip. So we're hoping we go first, but we're most likely going to be going second. Alright, so we have a Cinderace and a Crobat in hand. Not too many burning cards here. We do have a Heat Energy in our hand as well. And we're going to get some more Pico deck. This deck is actually pretty cool. And one of these going Osemi or Sputnik. Spike Month, I believe it's called. There goes a Houndour. Let's see, does he get what he wants right away? There goes another level ball. So he's definitely digging them out. Let's go. I'm going to guess it's going to be one more Houndour. There it is. Very fun deck. I actually have this deck as well. I will be featuring this deck a little bit later. Hopefully, maybe next week. I am, like as I said, I am a big fan of single prize decks. But I wanted to showcase, you know, some cool stuff. And there goes a Snover. So he is going to get that Abomasnow out most likely on his next turn. So that way he can give it additional amounts of HP. We got an Air Balloon, so that's actually pretty cool. We're going to go ahead. Air Balloon here. We're going to go ahead and attach the Heat Energy. And it is tempting to drop this Crobat. We can definitely save it for later. Let's go with a Marnie. Maybe we'll get some VIP passes here. And we do get another Cinderace. We got a Houndour. We do have Tower, which could help him out as well, but we need to go a little bit more. And that's all we're going to be looking at. And we're going to go ahead and end our turn right there. Now, most likely, his deck does not play Tower of Darkness. But he could just be trying to pump up with the Houndours, and that's how he's going to be getting his damage counters out there. Or maybe I'm Marnie's him into nothing. That would be great. Sometimes you give people a better hand with Marnie. Sometimes you destroy their hands. It just depends how it goes. I'm hoping we get to keep that Tower of Darkness out there. But we shall see. The only issue now that any VIP passes that we do draw will be a dead card. Now, if he does happen to get the Abomasnow going, I'm definitely going to be trying to take it out. It is a weakness to fire, so a Flare will be able to take it out. And it looks like that's what we are looking at currently. So let's go ahead and get an Evolutionary Essence. We do have a knockout here. We are going to go get the Houndoom. We're not going to be evolving yet. Use the Tower of Darkness. We don't need this Urn currently. We did get another Houndour. I'll think about holding it in my hand just in case. Let's go ahead and get that Rapid Strike Energy. And it might be better to go for a Houndour. I kind of want to go for the Snover. You know, we will bench the other Houndour. Definitely still don't want to evolve. He needs one of these guys to get it fully going HP wise. So we're going to go ahead and just hit that. We hit for a weakness. And there goes another Houndoom into our hand. We can tower away our tower. I don't know. Maybe he doesn't know he can use the single strike, but the more Pico itself is actually fairly weak. If I get another bosses, I would like to take out those Houndours. Alright, so here goes the Evolutionary Essence. And so we're probably going to get attacked by Morpeko this turn. There goes another one of him. And he discards a Houndour from hand. He's trying to get him stuck. Alright, here goes some more damage. Now, it's still an easy knockout for us. There's a chance that we might retreat into our Houndour that we have on our bench to get the knockout on Morpeko. So that way we don't have to risk our... we might evolve into a Houndoom. That was not a bad choice either. That way we can pull some more energies out of the deck and start getting our backline ready. But we don't need to hit aggressively hard. So with that, we're looking at, I believe it's going to be 120 damage, 140, 160 damage. So a good chunk of damage still done to us. And here goes the Crobat play. And he gets a nice, fresh new hand. Oh, and I kind of wish I had knocked out the Morpeko last turn. I figured he was going to be getting a bunch of them. So we do have the additional health. Our Houndour can actually get that knockout pretty easily. So we're going to go with the retreat here. We're going to attack. That's fine by me. We're going to get one more Houndour. We're going to put him down. So we're doing 20 damage. So we have enough here. He doesn't have the extra HP yet. Actually should have played that first. And we can Houndoom. I still want to look out. I feel like since his deck's such low HP, unless he brings him out, we could drop that. And there we go. That's a lot better. He has a pretty big hand that does tempt me to evolve. And that's what we're going to go. Let's go ahead and search the deck for an energy. Attach it to him. And we could Professors. Let's pull some more out of the deck, actually. Let's make sure we're not drawing into them. Now, Research will give us 7 cards. Marnie will give us 5, but we can drop his hand. Trying to think of the previous turn. I know he got Evolutionary Essence. He was getting more Houndooms with that. Let's go ahead and go with a Marnie. We can save that Professors for later. We do have our switches. We do have our Air Balloons now, so I definitely feel a lot more confident with it. I'm just fine with Cinderace being dropped. We can hold that in our hand for right now. There's a chance he might knock out that Houndoom. Let's just go with a Darkness Flip. We get the knockout, 70 damage. And we get a Fire Energy, and that's fantastic, because we do need Fire Energies to be able to attack with our Cinderace. There's only one more VMAX in the deck, and we don't have a lot of cycle at the moment. But we can definitely work around that, because there should still be one more in deck. Here goes the Rescue Stricter for the Morpeko. And the Snover. Here goes another Snover. I guess he's making sure. And now remember, when it does evolve into Abomasnow, the effect does not stack, and it does not affect Abomasnow. Now I'm curious if... Oh, there goes the switch play. And so I already know 2 energies are in the discard pile. There is a chance that maybe one got prized. He does have my Tower of Darkness to get him moving a little bit more. So with that, he does have enough... No, does he have enough damage? No, he is off by 20, I believe, because that would be 2 damage counters, 60 damage, 80 damage, that's 120. That's not knockout yet. What is your play here? We are definitely going to get rid of his Old Cemetery next turn. I don't think he has much. I think he's realizing that he is actually off on damage. Off on damage. Oh, there goes the Research. He's probably hoping to... No, he's got to be short one. Alright, so now it became a little bit more difficult to knock this guy out. And now he's at 150 health. So he's a bit on the tankier side now. Single Strike Roar. Very interesting. He didn't play that beforehand. If he could have drew into it. But I mean, I guess he could get it done with 07. Now he does have knockout on it. It does have 110 HP left. But he's still looking at only getting a single prize. Alright, we're going to go ahead and bring out the Cinderace, and we're going to see what we can work with. We do have switches. We are going to touch this Fire Energy to this other one. Once again, forgot to play Tower of Darkness. Let me go ahead and give that angry face. Let's attach this here. As of right now, we're only doing 70 damage. We actually don't have the damage to knock him out just yet. We do get one more Houndoom. We do get one more Air Balloon. And let's go ahead and research. Hate to get rid of those switches, but we are looking for a little bit more. We do have the Urn of Vitalities. There's only one left in deck. Unfortunately, we drew into one. And we got some VIP passes there. How many left in deck? I think there was only one in there, which is the one I just pulled out. We need to do a lot more damage to this. I'm going to be doing 90. 90 is not enough for the knockout. We do have a boss's order though. But he's most likely going to be stacking a lot more damage on it. So what is the best way to go with this? I could swing right now, do 70 damage to it, which will put it at 130. We put it at 130. He's going to get this knockout. It's a very low HP Pokemon, so it's already going to be getting knocked out. And then we go for the boss's order play here. I think that's what we're going to do. So we're doing 110 to this, but if we bosses over out the Abomasnow, we can knock it out, we can knock out both. Unfortunately, we're playing a lot of low HP Pokemon decks, and we actually excel at fighting a lot of high HP Pokemon decks. But sometimes you play against single prize decks online and in real life too. I mean, I'm one of those guys. You absolutely would hate to play against my single type decks. Alright, so that's where you go. Unfortunately, I was giving out free damage. I kept forgetting that Oath Cemetery. That's just bad plays on my end. Ooh, boss's order. He's probably bringing out the other Cinderace then. There it is. And he gets the knockout on at 370 damage. That's a big old swing. This guy has 140. We're going to go ahead and bring out this Houndoom, and we're in a little bit of a pickle. Nothing too crazy. See, it has only so much left. We have nothing too big here. I don't really need to load him up anymore. We might go low HP versus low HP this game. If I swing with this one, we get 2 prizes. Still not in a great spot. I don't need anything else. I still get the shot. So let's go. Let's see what else we get. A Houndoom and a switch. We're just gonna go for the play. Boss's order here. Go ahead and retreat. We're gonna bring this one out. Single strike roar. We're gonna single strike roar one of these guys because we probably gonna need it. Don't really want to put a fire energy here. We could probably hold on to it, especially if we go for some urns. Let's go ahead and flare, knock this one out, and that should also knock out that Morpeko in the back. Oh, yeah, no, we're good. And then Morpeko should get knocked out since it doesn't have any more of the HP from the single strike. Now, there is a Crobat in play, but I don't think I have any more boss's orders. Yeah, I only play 2 in this deck. So he's most likely going to have a switch around. Houndoom. Unfortunately, we couldn't do Marnie and that play last turn. And this Cinderace is most likely getting knocked out, giving him 2 more prizes, meaning we have to knock out 2, or he only needs to knock out 1. So it definitely makes it more difficult. He should have the recycle for the Morpeko in hand as well. It actually would have been a good idea to put at least 1 Tool Scrapper in here. A Tool Scrapper would have got the knockout without me having to make that play, and I could have went for the Crobat. But as always, deck adjustments, because I don't usually have trouble with Zacian, unless I bring out the Zamazenta, because that's a pretty easy one shot. He goes to more Pico again. Doesn't need to do a lot of damage on it, but I mean, he needs to do an energy attachment. Can't do it with the single strike roar. Is he taking him up? Here comes the Bruno. So he's trying to reduce the amount of cards he's going to get back. I just realized, did he shuffle more Pico or did he switch it out? Alright, does he have the switch play? Here goes single strike roar. Escape rope. We do have an energy hand and switch, so we'll bring out the healthy Houndoom that has the energy on. He still needs 3 more prizes. I got mixed up on my numbers. I swear I thought he was lower than that. I might have been thinking of it wrong. So he now has 120 damage. Is that right? No, I'm sorry. He has knockout there. He has Giant Bout. He has that. Do you have anything else? Cinderace is definitely in a bad spot right now. We're gonna have to aim for that Crobat. Let's see what we get. Oh, look at that. We got our own Crobat here. Let's go ahead and Houndour here. We're going to do the energy attachment to be safe, because we're only going to be doing 70 with that. We need to be doing 90. We need to be doing much more than that. So we're definitely... Actually, we can't evolve with the Houndoom. There's not too many plays we can do here. Cinderace might be the best way to guarantee a knockout. And we hope he does a brick. If that's the case, Marnie might be the best way to go. Can't Houndoom. Kind of want to see the Houndoom. We have the Air Balloon. We have 14 cards left in our deck. Oh, yeah. Let's go with the Marnie. Yeah. That was not what we really wanted to see there. But the good part is we can quick ball. Let's get rid of this evolutionary essence. Let's grab a Crobat. I don't want to drop a Crobat, but sometimes that's what's going to go down. We'll go ahead and quick ball again. And we can drop the Capture Energy. And we're not going to grab anything. And we're going to Crobat. There goes the Urn of Vitality. We shuffle 2 of these back in the deck. That is still not enough damage, but we would survive, and we need to knock this out. Yeah, let's go ahead and single strike roar. Let's go ahead and retreat into this. Not what we want, but I mean, what are we looking for now? Yeah, a lot hit. I mean, we hit pretty high numbers, but it's not going to take much to knock out the Cinderace V. So we most likely lost this game. Very, very close match. There goes a more Pico. So he's going to have to play a switch or energy discard. Maybe the Marnie put him in a bad spot, but it doesn't look like it. He's getting what he needs. He might be digging still. 9 cards left in his deck. There it is. And that is the well played. Alright, well, unfortunately the defeat did happen. It was really close. Like I said, I'm not a big favor of fighting things with super low HP, since our deck's really good at knocking out VMAXs. But, I mean, a few changes I would probably suggest to making to the deck. Now, when it comes to the VIP passes, that's just flavor. That's your choice if that's something you want to play or not. I still like VIP passes. We had a few but if you do take them out, I would take out VIP passes, maybe put in another boss's order. After you take out the put those in for a boss's order, you can put in maybe the Umbreon lineup, maybe a 2-2 lineup, a 1-1 lineup. If you're comfortable with that, since you will actually have a secondary attacker. I've also thought of playing with the idea of putting at least one Stoneger in this deck, in case if you're going against a Mega Gengar in a Trainers deck and trying to get the one-shot on it, which is pretty easy to do with a single prizer. Anyway, I want to thank you guys for watching the video. Don't forget to like and subscribe. It goes a long way to help this page out so I can continue making more videos for you guys. I don't make money off of this, so that doesn't really matter. This is mainly for the local people that do come to my local Pokemon leagues. Try this deck out. It's really, really fun. It's not an expensive deck to make. And if you're part of my locals, if this is a deck that you're interested in, let me know so I can help you find the cards so we can build it together. Well, once again, thanks for coming out and hanging out with us at the Go Back Lounge.